Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is probably sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with special proficiency IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now going over to the business part of the podcast, you have iPhone 16 sales are in, and they're a little bit disappointing, though I'm sure the phone is magical. Well, not really, just slightly better camera and slightly better screen as usual, and maybe a little bit extra bells and whistles that, let's be honest, no one really needs. Now this comes to us thanks to Quartz, in which specifically Rocco Fabro, right over there, says, quote, Apple iPhone 16 demand is so weak that employees can already buy it at discount. Sales of the new iPhone lineup have so far seemed to fall short of expectations, as well as not being as good as the last iPhone. Now, there is some contradictory information when it comes to the actual employees being able to buy the products at a discount. On X Twitter, they're saying, some folks saying employees can always buy the products at a discount. Others are saying yes, they can, but usually it's after a certain amount of period of time, so that the first people can buy the product are paying a premium because of the end users. So a little bit pushback on the headline there. Now, the scroll down a little bit, you can see the magical new iPhone, and oh my gosh, it's a little bit thinner. And the camera, they moved the lenses, so now they're on top of each other. So there's two lenses, and yeah, it's magical, I'm sure. Costs more than a month's rent for most folks, and yeah, it makes phone calls, text messages. Yes, it has a camera, a little bit more resolution. Whoop-de do, but yeah, let's just say in terms of getting ROI. Staying strong with my Samsung S10 Galaxy. It's a workhorse, and it's still fighting strong. I'm the only holdout in my family who has the Android. Everyone else is acquiesced to Apple. But I won't give in yet. But I partially jest. Now, going to the actual substance of going to the fiscal data, they say that, quote, in the first weekend since its debut, Apple sold about 37 million iPhone 16 smartphones. Nearly 13% decrease from the iPhone 15 first week of sales a year ago. Now, this writer by the name of Kuo says he attributed the slower first weekend sales lower than expected for the 15 or 16 Pro lineup, largely because of the staggered release of the Apple Intelligence. Quote, one of the key factors for the lower than expected demand for iPhone 16 Pro series is that the major selling point, Apple Intelligence, is not available at launch alongside the iPhone 16 release. An analyst of pre-orders by Jefferies released Wednesday found that demand for the new iPhone lineup is slowly beginning to improve in the US, with delivery times for the iPhone 16 Pro reaching 2 to 3 weeks in 7 major cities, analyzed by an investment bank, but still below last year's levels. The slate of new AI features, including capabilities within Sapphire Notes, Calculator, and notably Siri for iOS 18, iPad OS 18, and Mac OS Sequoia. I'm pretty sure Apple sold off their card vision. They don't want to compete with Toyota. Toyota makes a really good Sequoia. That's a very durable vehicle, unlike an iPhone, which is mostly disposable. Though I partially kid. Yeah, they're gonna have. Why do you need AI in a calculator? And also, why does the calculator need access to your camera and the contacts? Only partially kidding. Some phones are asking for that though. Now they say, quote, Apple with an analyst were betting that these new long-awaited features would drive an upgrade to a super cycle. Yeah, and mark a new era of growth for the tech giant. No, not so much. But recent research into the motivators behind the upgrades found that just 18% of consumers buying a new iPhone because of the new features, the majority only opt to upgrade their smartphones once they become obsolete or are stolen or damaged, which sales should be booming in San Francisco. I mean, theft is a big part of the culture over there these days. Now, they say that much of the shortfall also comes from China, or Trump would say, China, where Apple is facing what Coode calls intense competition, particularly from Huawei and other homegrown rival smartphone manufacturers, which, yeah, Apple got pretty lucky. They're blessed or, convenient in the US where the government said, we're going to ban Huawei, which, again, is just glorified Chinese spyware, which they're one of the major tech manufacturers in China. A lot of stolen tech, but they make a sleek product, and you used to be able to get it in the United States until they had the big import ban. And also, you look at all the networking telecommunications equipment Huawei's manufacturing, if it turned out, oh, wow, backdoor the Chinese government, probably not a great thing to have, so we're going to nix that. One of the few reasons Nokia still exists, believe it or not. Anyway, partially kid, but they do a lot of telecom equipment. Now, they also have unprecedented economical and political uncertainty with high record inflation. Is the average American really going to go out and buy this new iPhone? Unless, again, it gets stolen or broken. Sure, I guess in that case. But yeah, I think one of the biggest contributing factors to why people aren't buying this phone in droves is the economy. I mean, most businesses I work with, they are trying to slash their budget left and right. Very, very few industries are growing, with the exception of the defense industry. They're doing quite well, but pretty much every other business is struggling. Most people are trying to tighten their belts and not buy extravagant things you don't need. And I don't think it's going to be good. Well, granted, there's about one quarter. There's the end of the year is close. I think things will pick up at the election because again, there's less uncertainty. But yeah, right now, I mean, even though it's supposed to be the best time of year for businesses, getting close to Q4, I still think we're going to see a lot of hesitation in the market. A lot of people are not going to buy purchasing extravagant products like this. I really don't see it. And again, it has some magical AI for your calculator. Ooh, whoop-de-doo. I mean, again, I'm sure there's some interesting features of the other things that are going to plug in there. And well, shoot, just putting AI in any conversation makes some people's eyes light up in excitement. But yeah, in terms of, is there really a big, compelling, tantamount reason of why you need the latest upgrade for this iPhone? I mean, I would say not really. And again, even though long term Apple's one of the most successful companies since the dawn of time, and give them credit, they built out a huge culture with their people who buy the products want to be in the whole Apple ecosystem. Personally, I'm a little bit of a rebel with my Garmin watch. Partially digress, but yeah, I'm not surprised the sales are lackluster. And maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe everyone for Christmas will want to buy one of these things. But let me know in the comments. Do you have an iPhone? Do you have an Android? And would you buy one of these things? Do you want the AI capabilities so much to the point where you would buy a brand new cell phone? Let me know in the comments because, as always, I'd be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.